Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. Okay. So, my name is Muhammad Shahmi Al-Nakim bin Shamsuddin. My metric number is 203128. So today I would like to present about fluid features in fluid mechanics. Fluid. Fluid mechanics is the study of fluid at rest, fluid static, and in motion, fluid dynamics. A fluid is defined as a substance that continually deforms, so under an applied shear stress regardless of the magnitude of the applied stress, whereas a solid can resist an applied force by static deformation. Fluid can exist in two forms, which is gas and liquid. Okay, as you can see in the picture, the properties of liquid and gas. So, next is the properties of fluid. There is 7 of properties of fluid. So, I will go one by one. The first one is density. As you know, density is a measure of a mass per volume. The average density of an object equals its total mass divided by its total volume. An object made from a comparatively dense material, such as iron, will have less volume than an object of equal mass made from some less than some substance such as water. The SI unit for the density is kg per meter cube. As you can see, gas is less dense while a solid is more dense. Next is pressure. Pressure can be defined as the amount of force exerted thrust on a surface per unit area. It also can be defined as the ratio of the force to the area over which the force is acting. The formula for pressure is F over A. The SI unit for the pressure is 1 Newton per meter square or equals to 1 Pascal. There is a fourth type of pressure, which is the first one is atmospheric pressure, absolute pressure, differential pressure, and lastly, gauge pressure. Next is a specific weight. Specific weight can be defined as a weight per unit volume. The SI unit for the specific weight is Newton per meter cube. It also can be expressed as a density times by acceleration of gravity. Next, specific volume. Specific volume can be defined as the number of cubic meters occupied by 1 kilogram of matter. In other words, specific volume is inversely proportional to density. Specific volume may be calculated or measured for any state of matter, but it is most often used in calculation involving gases. So there is a three formula for specific volume. The first one is volume over mass, and the second one is 1 over density, and the lastly is RT over PM, which is R is an ideal gas constant, T is for temperature, P is for pressure, and the M is the molarity. For the SI unit for the specific volume is meter cube per kg. Next is capillary action. Capillary action can be defined as the spontaneous flow of a fluid into narrow tube or porous material. This movement does not require the force of gravity to occur. It is caused by the combination of cohesive force of the liquid and the adhesive force between the liquid and the tube material. Cohesion and adhesion are two types of intermolecular force. There is a three examples of capillary action. The first one is the uptake of water in paper and plaster. The second one is the wicking of paint between the heads of a paintbrush. And lastly, the movement of water through sand. Next is surface tension. Surface tension can be defined as a property of fluid surface displayed by its acting as if it were stretched elastic membrane. Surface tension depends mainly upon the force of attraction between the particles within the given liquid and also upon the gas, solid or liquid in contact with it. As you can see in the picture, aluminium coin supported by the surface tension of water. Lastly, viscosity. Viscosity can be defined as a resistance of fluid, liquid or gas to a change in shape of movement neighboring portion relative to one another. There is a two type of viscosity, which is dynamic viscosity and kinematic viscosity. And the formula for the dynamic viscosity is shear stress over shear rate. The SI unit for the dynamic viscosity is Ns per meter square, while kinematic viscosity, the formula is dynamic viscosity over density. For the SI unit is meter square per second. As you can see, water have a low viscosity, while honey have a higher viscosity. slide for my presentation today, I would like to tell about type of fluid. There is 7 type of fluid that you should know, but I will not go into detail. So the first one is ideal fluid, real fluid, Newtonian fluid, non-Newtonian fluid, ideal plastic fluid, incompressible fluid, and the lastly is compressible fluid. Okay, so thank you. That's all for my presentation.